Here's your cell phone. What is wrong with? What is that sound?
Those people within.
Oh yeah, we've got. Hey everybody, we are waiting for
happy virtual,
virtual. So we're gonna wait for some people to get on. We are.
Is there somebody else on?
No, that's her presentation.
Oh,
her nails.
Oh, she's got a presentation. That's
no, her nails. It's actually the actual video.
Oh,
I brought it on. So. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Make sure you post in the comments where you're coming in from and what you're drinking. We'll just wait a little bit to have a few more people show up.
How can you tell who's on?
You have to look on your other.
Oh, you gotta look at your telephone. My phone's about to die.
You have to look at your telephone. All right. Waiting for a few more people to show up. Let's see. And make sure you put the volume down so it doesn't get feedback. Hello, Matt Henry. Oh my gosh. Kingwood in the house. It was super fun. I hope your wife is doing well out there, Jane Henry. Awesome. She is super awesome. Very good. We'll wait for a couple more people. My name's Joe Diazana. Oops. Wait, hold on. Let me start that over again. One more. We don't have a producer. We self-produce. My name's Joe Diazana.
I'm Kerry Josephson.
And together we are the Property Joes. Woo!
So we have been doing this now for how many days? This is day 80.
38.
38.
It feels like 80. Cheers.
Day 38.
Day 38. Can you believe it? It's amazing. So some of our friends are asking, do we need to go into AA after this? So, hello, Matt Henry. Welcome. First time on. Awesome. We appreciate you coming on. What are you drinking?
So it was a hot day today. I just got back from showing property and it was hot.
Literally got back.
Very hot.
Yes.
I just walked in the door. So,
hello, Steve. Good to see you.
You can tell when people are coming in.
Just go into yours. Not mine, yours. Very good. So he just came back. He was showing some property earlier, and it is starting to get a little warm. We're kind of nervous because in Houston, for those of you who are coming in from all over the world, we're a little nervous on Monday because we have the new required masks, which we're super grateful that we're actually allowed to go out and hopefully conduct a little bit more of a normal life. But I tried my fake mask or whatever over my face, and my glasses were fogging up the entire time as I was talking. It was coming through there. So
your fake mask? What was it?
I can't remember what I was doing. A bandana. I had a bandana on. So
yeah, that.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know that we have any more. We can still go out or anything yet, can we?
I thought we could.
I don't know it's something was supposed to happen Monday, but I don't know what.
Well, yeah, why not? I don't know. We'll have to look at it, but we're mandatory masks.
State parks are open. I know that happened this past Monday.
Oh my gosh, Matt Henry, you're drinking Pacifico, but you're waiting on Torchy's. That sounds really yummy. Torchy's tacos.
We're gonna go find something else to eat because
we didn't make anything tonight. So last night we had some lasagna, which did not agree with us very well. It was super fun.
So, shall we bring on our guest?
Yes, we have a guest that came on the last time when we were doing it DIY. We had 4 devices. She came in on Instagram, and we were pointing all the devices. It was kind of a hot mess, actually. So now we're using this new platform called StreamYard, and it's super easy to bring it on. So let's bring her on.
So those of you that are having to care for your hair and your nails, Janice has some great ideas. And she is not a nail tech. She's not a hairdresser.
She is not.
She just has to care for herself, I guess.
Yeah. It's like survival, isn't it, Janice?
Oh yeah, no kidding. So this is a new world.
It's a whole new world for you.
I have to tell you, I was talking with a girlfriend and I said, "Oh my God, like you're so lucky because you got Botox right before all this stuff happened." She's like, "Yeah, and it was a waste of money."
Exactly.
She's not seeing anyone except for her husband. She's like, it was a total waste of money.
That's
that is hilarious.
Too funny.
Silver lining everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, too funny. So, what are you guys drinking?
So we are drinking Makers and Coke.
Makers and Coke, which is kind of our standard. Makers or gin or champagne. Those are the three.
So we're out of Topo Chico.
We're out.
We've got a ton of gin, but no more Topo Chico. So we've got to go to the store.
We got to go to the store and brave the store.
We still have a few Cokes left. And actually, we've got quite a bit of champagne left, but
we
didn't have it chilled.
We just restocked. Yeah. We just restocked.
Nice.
We went over to Total Wine, and we bought a bunch.
Because when you have a closing, you've got to go buy more. I mean, anyway. So.
Yeah.
Hey, Michelle. Michelle's in the house. Greetings.
Oh my gosh, all the way from Boston.
Cheers.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
I think we always keep forgetting. I apologize.
She's the Northeast.
Oh my gosh, Lisa Blakemore, how are you?
She's getting ready to have a big old party.
I know. Really?
Cool. Because it's the Blakemore party every year at about this time.
Oh, that's right. Hey.
Aren't you, Lisa? Are you having a big party? With social distance and all? No, seriously, I think she is.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. So back to nail management, right? So what happened? How did we hear about this whole thing?
About how to take off the acrylic nails.
Okay, so hold on. First off, before you get started,
New Hampshire,
New Hampshire, that's right. So before you get started, what prompted me? I picked up the phone, I picked up FaceTime and called Janice when I saw her video on Instagram because she was pulling her.
Oh, that's right.
Whatever, I don't know what you call those nails, but the nails they put on your nails, right?
It's like dip, yeah.
Yeah, so it's pulling the tips off or whatever. And she started pulling and I thought she was going to pull her normal fingernail out of the nail bed. I mean, it looked like
paintball.
That's what the Khmer Rouge used to do.
Pull
their nails out of their fingers. So
it was a little tricky.
Yeah,
it was very stressful. I could only watch a couple seconds of it. Yeah, wait, you know what? Hold on.
He's got it.
Let me pull it up here. Let me figure this out here. Hold on one hot second. We're gonna look at this. We're gonna watch. There it is. Okay.
Well, all the ladies know exactly what I'm doing here.
Everybody, here we go. We're gonna play this.
All right. So, little tip.
So go ahead and
We've
comment.
got the Corona nails happening here.
Oh my gosh.
As you can see, if you have one of those little dental floss little plastic things, it works better than this. But if you're wanting to know how to get these off without hurting your nails, this is a tip that
it still hurts your nails.
dental floss.
Oh my gosh,
and
I'm
just kind of get it
here
nice and tight against
I don't think
your
I can
nail,
watch this.
and then just slowly, just kind
It
of
was a little tricky.
a little bit,
it's like
and
pulling
slowly just work it like this.
Wow, look at
either
that.
side.
Oh my gosh. I cannot
And
watch
slowly, because that won't wreck your nail underneath.
Like I say, all the ladies know exactly what's going on here.
Oh my gosh, I don't
slowly,
like.
You can see how
Oh no!
Work that off.
hard. But
OMG,
so
what?
I'm gonna just try it again. But this is a good way. It's actually doesn't hurt your nail as much. I did the other ones.
Oh my god!
This one's
I
just
love
being
how
a
you
little bit
refer to the other
tricky.
fingers.
So
You're like,
you
what's
can
the
see-
other ones?
So all the guys on the comment list they're not saying anything,
Yeah.
but all the ladies are like, oh my gosh, that's a great idea.
There-
That is
So you
super
can see the
funny.
nail underneath is actually not too bad.
and the nails were flying.
Yeah. But yeah, beware of the flying nails.
Oh.
So that's a little tip that might come in handy.
That
I
is
love
through
super
Corona nails.
We're
funny.
mindful enough to put a ring on or something.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there is another way if you have acetone, but who's got a whole supply of acetone?
I know,
they can
right?
soak their
We
nails.
happen to supply it. But Suzette says, ew. But, I mean, everybody has a different opinion. Colette likes it. I mean, she.
So tell us, what's your secret now? Do you have anything else?
Do you have anything new?
Well, now they're all off, so who cares, right? It's not like I'm getting them back on again. But I would say that if you had, like, because that, it is a little painful. You got to, like, work it through and, you know, but it helps. It helps.
No.
But the other thing is that, yeah, I would say that if you have acetone, which is like kind of like nail polish remover, that's a way too. But it's with the, yeah, I tell you. What we go through. And, you know, we were talking about it the other day, how much money I'm saving by not doing the nails, the Botox, the massages, the pedicures. Like, it's amazing.
Too funny. You know, beauty is painful.
House cleaning.
So what else did you? I saw you did your hair. Didn't you say you did your hair also?
So I actually cut the guy's hair. So that was another fun thing because I used to cut their hair all the time. And then when all this whole bald fade came into play and whatever, so then I just backed off and said, like, let them do it. I really appreciate a great haircut, you know. And of course now both my son's here too, and they're like looking like shaggy dogs. So so in this video, in the other video that I've got on there is like Jeff giving me tips on how to cut. Like, seriously, I've been cutting his hair for our whole life together. And now all of a sudden he's giving me tips and I'm like totally annoyed with him, whatever, telling me how to do this bald fade. So it's quite humorous. But anyway, so I cut their hair on the weekend.
That is awesome. Hey, your mom says she needed that tip because last week she used straight acetone.
Did she? Okay,
Yeah,
there you go. There you go.
That is super funny.
Wow.
Have to make do with the.
You gotta like. What are we doing these? What are we doing these days that we're making do with whatever? You know what I mean?
So what are the guys doing? What are the things that you guys are missing, like from a manscaping kind of thing, or whatever you call it? Maybe not manscaping. That might be a little too personal.
I mean, we're bald, right? So we would shave shave our face, we just shave our head. So like, there's no real like.
Yeah, I don't know that there's I was worried they were going to stop delivering our dry cleaning, but they're still doing that. So we're good.
Dry cleaning. Yeah, dry cleaning would be something.
I mean,
so massages. Did you guys used to go for massages all the time, or?
From time to time. So we're missing out on that. You're right.
Pedicures.
We did get a couple manicures like once a quarter. We would go out and just do the thing, right? Whatever.
I'll tell you the big thing I miss, honestly, like practical thing, not like that I want, but that I miss is when we are out. I don't know how much. So Janice is also a realtor. She's up in the Woodlands,
South Dallas.
I don't know how much if you're showing a lot of property right now or not, but I was with some people from out of town, and they came in and they picked an area that once we got there, they didn't want. I mean, we knew that. And so we looked at a house or two, and then normally I would go to a Starbucks or something and sit down and start like recreating a list so we didn't waste a day because they were from out of town. Yeah. But we drove all the way across the city to get back to their hotel so we could use their hotel lobby. And the three of us, social distance around a big old table, and slide the laptop back and forth. But practically, I do miss that because it's not as easy to retool, real quick.
Totally.
It's a very different time. We have to, like I was telling, I guess everybody yesterday, I would be making phone calls and then I would stand in the backyard because it's a different space, just a different, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'd see weeds. So I'm standing there talking to somebody. I'm pulling the weeds out, right? I mean, our yard is like nice now because I pulled out all the dang weeds, right?
You're making your calls.
And I made phone calls in the front yard, so all the front yard weeds are taken out. It's super funny. Anyways, Vivian Caseno, I want to say hello to her. She's up in San Diego. And Jeff Feldman over in Naples, Florida. Greetings.
This is like the Buffini night.
Yeah, this is all the Buffini people. Pauline, hello, Pauline.
So what's neat is the Blackmore party. Lisa Blackmore. She's in Salt Lake.
Yes.
She's doing a drive-through client appreciation party.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh no way! What is that?
That's a great
I
idea.
don't know. We should have her on to talk about it.
Hey, Lisa, are you available to chat? Would you be interested in coming on?
Tell us about your party.
Yeah, tell us about your party.
Lisa's super
Very
fancy
cool.
too. You'll love her.
She's
Janice.
very fancy. I like her.
Yeah, she's very fancy.
Text me here. I'm gonna text her. Y'all keep talking.
So I don't know how that would work here. I mean, we're doing it like we're handing out food, like like those charity things, So I would think we could do the same thing, but and it would be a fun way to see everybody.
I'm closing this week, and the kids were in the back of the truck. The mom and dad were in the front. They did the drive-by closing at the title company. They did, they signed. Then they went in, they signed, back and forth because the kids are in the back. And then they came by my house. I gave them the key, took pictures. Like, it's so weird.
It is weird.
You know what? You make do, right? And they're happy. They're doing their thing. Have you done those drive-by closing things
Well,
yet?
what we did was they did a mobile notary and came out to I represented the buyers. They came out to the buyers' current residence and did that. And we had planned this kind of little party at their house, and they're a great couple. And then I started thinking, that poor notary, I mean, she didn't know we're doing all of this. And anyway, and so I told them, I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And I told everybody this last night, I think, but I'm so paranoid about closings that, like, you've got to be there, like something's going to happen. And so I brought their little gift and the key. I told them, it's in the box. You can't open it till all this is done, but here's the key. And then I drove around the corner to Starbucks, bought a coffee, and sat in a parking lot while they signed, just in case. I kept texting, "Are you done? Are you done?" Because I was afraid that if I went home, it would like curse the deal. And so, but they're happy, and everything got done. And
it's interesting how all the pieces of the transaction, all kind of come together, right? I mean, everybody's working to make sure it does. So I've got a closing at the end of the month, and both parties, the sellers are in a different country, and the wife, they're moving there. The wife went there just to get ahead, and the husband stayed behind to do all the final remodel. Took him about 2 months. The very last possible moment, he calls me up on like Thursday. Hey, I've got to leave the country that I'm going to. They're shutting down the airport, so I've got to leave by Saturday. I'm getting everything together, so the whole time I'm thinking, but wait a minute, somebody has to come back to sign and figure out all that stuff. Now we're doing a remote online notary, so they're getting someone from the U.S. Relative in Houston to sign for them, and it's just all this like.
I think this is really good for our industry because
way too detailed.
So are they doing power of attorney, Joe?
Huh?
Are they doing power of attorney then too, or no?
Yeah, they're doing
limited power of attorney.
Both are doing limited power of attorney through a remote online notary, and they're supposed to do that tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, so we can make it by Wednesday next week. It's all kind of crazy. So
in Canada they can DocuSign for closing.
Oh wow, cool.
Canada is like really stringent on rules and whatever and regulations and stuff, and Privacy Act especially. So I'm kind of surprised that they can do it, but they don't have to be there in in person.
Can you say Canada again? Can you say Canada? Okay. Canada. A? Can you say A?
Oh, it'll pop out.
We can hear it. It'll pop out.
Well, that's weird. That
welcome
it's
to
different.
Texas.
That's weird that it's different because it's just like the United States. Right?
Just like
it's just like another state, right?
No, don't ever say that to a Canadian.
It's like another big state.
Do not
at the top
say that
of the
to a
country.
Canadian.
I mean,
Oh my gosh. See, this guy from East Texas, he thinks everything is
Texas.
Revolving.
So I saw the governor
East
on
Texas.
today. He was on the TV, and he was like, "We're ordering lots of masks for Texas." And it was always that Texas, and it was fun. So
it's like Trump with his China.
China.
When he talks about China, it's always
China.
Oh my gosh, too funny.
That was funny.
All right, so the NFL draft is tonight. I found out about that this morning. I FaceTime one of my clients. I don't call them now. I just FaceTime them to see if they're see if they accept, and because we're social distance. And I hadn't seen her in a while. She had her first child. So I had talked to her in like 6 months or whatever. Super fun. So she answers the phone and she's in a full Houston Oilers garb. And I'm like, what are you doing? She says, it's NFL draft day. We're all dressed up in NFL clothing.
Well, it's probably happened already.
And I'm like, oh, wow, cool. So for those of you on Facebook, who are you rooting for the NFL draft? Who are you rooting
the Texans.
For?
There you go. Cheers.
Cheers. What are you drinking?
I'm
what are you drinking? Ah,
yeah, she loves red wine. Yes.
Cheers.
Okay, so
Cheers.
I think this is funny, Janice. So Janice and I try to meet once a week, meet up, talk shop, whatever, catch up. And before Corona, she stopped drinking. She was drinking like always like a sparkling water or whatever. And are you out of sparkling water? Is that what the deal is?
I definitely am not on sparkling water anymore. I posted on LinkedIn today that Texas is the highest drinking state since COVID. Did you see that?
I saw
are
it.
you serious?
By far. Like Texas rules as far as the drinker.
And it was like all the other states are like right here, and our numbers are like 10, 12 points above. I mean, yeah. So
that's awesome. I need to find that. That's hysterical.
Yeah,
that's too funny.
I started to reshare that, and then I got distracted. So yeah.
So imagine if we didn't have Jesus in this.
Really? I mean, yes. So today is my daughter's birthday.
Happy birthday, Chandler!
Yay, yay.
I ordered her a couple of things.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
still away at school, so she wouldn't come back.
Wow.
And I was like, sweetheart, you're an adult. I mean, if you want to stay up there, you better start hoarding toilet paper because that's what we do, I guess. But anyway, she ended up, so I had some balloons and things sent to her and then some cookies and a couple other things. I ordered them 2 or 3 days in advance. She was like, oh, yeah, I got those 2 days ago. And I'm like, idiots. I mean, so the cookies today, but anyway, so she is 21.
21 she is.
Yes.
We gotta hook her up with my son.
You know what? She's actually dating a boy named Chandler. Her name's Chandler, so that's kind of funny. But
oh, that's
I don't know that they're exclusive. So
dynamic duo.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you know what? Talk like that because she may be watching this.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, show a picture of him. That's what we need to do.
I know, right?
I'll send it over for sure.
Where's your son? Bring him out.
Oh, he's at Academy Sport. He's working at Academy Sports.
Selling guns.
Yeah.
Is he selling guns still?
The Canadian selling guns.
Texas Canadian.
So look what my sister sent.
All right, so Misty from Benton, Louisiana. Benton. Send
wow.
This little
you
thing.
Can't really see what they are. What are they?
It's called Pin Pals.
Oh,
Pin Pal.
cool.
Yep. So it says, we hope this is the sweetest part of your day, your favorite pen pals. I guess this is a couple chefs that got together in Benton, Louisiana. And I guess back in the day, they used to do all these pen pal things or whatever.
They would send, what she said was, because they all cooked, they were all chefs, they would send like care packages to each other to stay in touch, you know, and things.
That's fun.
And so they revived it. And I guess because their restaurants are closed, right?
Yeah.
So this is another way for them to make money in that you can send a care package from their bakery or whatever.
So this one is
they're
called
bakers. That's what it is. They're bakers.
Called Fun Fetty Bunt with white chocolate.
Maker.
Oh, sweet.
And the dog is looking at me like very, very intently right now. White chocolate sandwich with jelly beans. This is
Ooh, that looks good.
triple chocolate chip cookie.
Oh man.
This one, no wait, that one, no, I'm sorry. That one is cookies and cream blondie. It's cookies and cream
That's
blondie.
a blondie. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is the triple chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then this one is the lemon rosemary cookie. So thank you, Missy, for the really cool gift.
So we're gonna eat it after our
There's like,
dinner.
is there a website where you can actually order that sort of stuff?
Yeah, she says may not be on your diet, but it's fun. Enjoy.
Did they put a website in there?
Yeah, so it's I'll put it on here, but it's riskdessertbar.com/penpal. So hold on one second. You keep talking. I'll update this thing.
Okay, so what are y'all doing for the weekend?
Pretty much the same as what we're doing right now. No, I don't know. Like, not really a whole lot going on. Like, normally I do open houses. That's what I do, but that's not happening. So I think we've done the projects in the house now, the key things that we wanted to get done, and so I don't know. Jeff was actually talking about with a neighbor because he literally, I think I told you last time, like he actually bought a gun. Because we've never had a gun, so he's bought a gun, and now he has never shot it, or doesn't have a clue what to do with it. So one of our neighbors is really into it, and so he's asking him to see if he wants to go to the shooting range and maybe golf. That was the other thing, because that's one thing that's happening out here in the wilderness. Golfing lots,
which I don't know how that's considered essential.
Is it
I think you could be like, you can, we were walking on the paths today, and we saw a bunch of cart paths, and so there was a group of 4 ladies playing, and each one of them had a cart, so they're in their own little space. So I guess it is something you can do on your own kind of thing.
My client was telling me, that we were talking about how you're cooped up in the house with your family.
Yes.
And he was like, yeah, it's kind of nice. I'll go play golf once or twice a week because it kind of gives me and gives them a break and gives them a break. And hey, I did want to ask you. Oh, call me later or tomorrow.
Call me
about open houses.
Call me.
I want to share something with you.
Okay. Like virtual open housey type thing.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it here because it's too boring for everybody else.
It's very boring.
I think you'd find it interesting. So, James Rivera's on. What do you say? Good. What? Good to
see you guys. Miss you.
Yeah. Good. James Rivera is a baker. I mean, not by trade.
He's converted into a baker. He's learned a new skill.
No, he's always baked. That's kind of like if you're going to go to a potluck, he would be the guy to bake something. And,
super yummy.
Yeah, he's always really good at that. What did my mom say?
My mom says
the lemon
is fantastic.
Yeah. Yes. So I don't know where we're going to go to find something to eat tonight. So yesterday, I don't know. I'm curious if anybody else has encountered it. We went through a phase where we were cooking everything, literally everything. And the last couple of days, it gets to be the evening, and I don't have anything laid out, or I don't have anything cooking, and so we go get something. Last night we bought some lasagna and a great place. I won't tell you where it is because I didn't have a great experience with it, but it's usually really good.
I ate it. I had a good time.
Y'all, my stomach was killing me afterwards. And I don't know if I'm so used to now eating
homemade,
things without preservatives, maybe. Yeah. But like without oil in it or,
not heavy oil.
Because, when we cook, we don't use much oil, or we'll use like
very clean
oil.
Very, very light.
Yeah.
But, and lasagna's not super light.
Yeah.
I mean,
it is what it is.
Anyway, I'm curious if anybody else is experiencing that, because that's serious.
One thing that we're doing is this weekend, actually, we've got these little boxes that our Indian friends shared with us, like tandoori chicken, the specific, like the real, like Indian kind of tandoori chicken.
Yeah.
And so we've got the box, but then it says like you need these special like ingredients, whatever. Yeah. So I'm the donkey that gets to go out and get all the stuff. Jeff, because he's like asthmatic, he stays home. So I'm going out to this Indian place and going to get like all the things that you need or whatever to make. We're making tandoori chicken and butter chicken.
I like both of
those pictures. Both pictures. This is super yummy.
Love it. Love Indian food. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I can't wait to come back to. Was it Hillcroft? Yeah, Hillcroft is where all the Indian restaurants are. Middle Eastern Indian. Love it. Oh, and the stores that you go in there is super fun. Grocery stores, those grocery stores should be open.
Yeah,
So-
that's where I'm going tomorrow to get all the ingredients.
Wow.
But some friends of ours, they made those little Cornish hens.
Yeah.
And then potatoes, like roasted potatoes and roasted carrots, and put them in like a metal, those disposable metal pans,
Yeah.
and delivered them to all of our friends.
What?
Isn't that a neat
Yes,
idea?
It was very fun.
And one of our friends, James Rivera, he's on here.
Hey, James.
So James, he has to be delivered to first. So he made a bunch of cookies for everybody. And so when they came by to deliver the food,
And he
he
piggybacked
gave them the
yeah.
cookies. And,
Yeah.
and we're
Oh,
not enough friends to do that for anybody. But I
We're
think that's a neat
meanies.
idea.
We're
I
meanies.
mean,
Maybe we should just drop by champagne bottles.
I mean, that's a cool idea to be of service, right? I mean, break it up. And if you want to get out, I mean, either go make brownies or
That's
like
a great idea. Like,
one thing James did, because he also did another delivery of some other brownies. He took videos of himself in
Making
gloves and a mask.
Making it. Yeah.
And I don't know that I would, I mean, I think that's great. He did that. I don't know that I could cook with those gloves on.
I would. It's no
and
big. Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
yeah.
So if you get anything from us, I have not been licking my fingers, but I'm washed, but they're not with gloves on. So
Well, they say that it's not transferable in food either. So as long as you it's clean on the outside or whatever,
it
you
was
should.
cooked. I mean, if it dies in the summertime, it's sure it's going to die in the oven.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Exactly.
mean, yeah. So and Tyson shutting down all those plants, by the way.
I know, right?
If y'all need beef, you better go to the store now because we're not going to have any beef for the next 6 months. So.
Really?
Any what?
Beef.
Oh, no way.
Beef and
Really?
pork. I don't eat pork, so that's not a problem.
Wait,
but
Tyson is chicken.
that's what I thought. But I guess they've got beef too. So
Hmm.
beef plants and pork plants. And evidently everybody's getting the corona in their plants.
Really?
Oh my God.
I know.
It never ends.
I know. It just never ends.
It never ends. And then hopefully we avoid hurricane season. That's the only thing I'm worried about, right?
Not many.
Hurricane in September.
Wash it away.
Yay!
Wash it away. Wash it away.
So what about the parents? What's the situation with your parents?
So, well, my mom and my grandmother are in East Texas. Okay, this is hilarious. Anybody in healthcare is going to freak out when you hear this news. So, my mom and my grandmother are in East Texas. My grandmother, I won't get them in trouble, but my grandmother is 98 years old. So,
Oh my God.
she's in the zone of there's a concern, right? And my mom, my mom's in a she's a HR.
On a good day, it's a concern for her. Like, I'm sorry, but 98, that's amazing. Okay.
No, yeah. I mean, she doesn't think it's a concern for her, but I mean, but she's like, this is one
She's
time
strong.
I was in her neighborhood
She's strong.
and she was like, look at that man running down the street. And I was like, yeah. And she goes, I wish I had absolutely nothing to do, nothing better to do than I need to go run around the block. Anyway, so,
That's cool.
but my mom is an HR manager. Mom, if you're on, listen to this. My mom's an HR manager for a nursing home. An HR manager. She's not a nurse.
Yeah.
She's not a nurse's aide. She's not a doctor. She's a
Payroll.
HR manager. She
Yeah.
she does like
Training.
payroll training. I
Yeah.
mean, they had her at the front door checking people's temperature as they walked in. And I'm like, you are the sacrificial lamb for that organization. They have decided
And she's got to go home to
to my
her-
98-year-old grandmother.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So
It's-
now she's locked herself in her office, but so she comes in because they don't let
Yeah, you're not supposed
outsiders in. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just people that work there because of
Yeah.
Corona. But no, other than that, no, they're doing fine.
Fine.
Yeah, she goes to the grocery every other day and picks up food and toilet paper.
to.
But,
Yeah, she doesn't do Instacart.
No.
Are you doing Instacart? Are you doing the Instacart?
Yeah.
Do you wash all your stuff? Like when it
I
comes up?
do. Like, I am, but then sometimes I just get so tired of the whole thing, so then I don't. So I'm not consistent. I
Yeah.
do for the most part. I'll wipe it down with like
Yeah,
cheese
for sure.
salt water. That's about it.
I don't eat
your parents,
outside. I don't eat the outside of any of the stuff I bring into the house.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it doesn't matter, right? I mean, now I did hear Rula on the radio, Rula and Ryan, you know, she said that when you bring takeout food into your home, you're supposed to don't eat it out of the.
You're supposed to move it to a different dish.
And I'm like, who doesn't move it to a different dish? Of course you move it to a dish. Good Lord. I mean, yes. I mean, if I bring Whataburger home, I'm going to take a dish out, take it out of the paper.
Yeah, just open out the paper and start eating.
So gross.
Exactly. Exactly.
That is so gross. We're not animals. But
Well, my mom is in Canada in a 55 plus kind of a apartment complex, which is really normally really super social, and they do lots of fun things, and she loves it. So now she's ever since March 11th, she's been like locked down. It's like solitary confinement, and I just feel so bad for her because, you know, my sister's there, and she's got like a little daughter that normally is over there all the time, hanging out, doing that, whatever. And so she hasn't seen anyone. Like we do FaceTimes with her all the time and stuff, but she just is like, I think she's starting to break now. Like she's been so good the whole time, and now she's starting to feel like, I'm sure, like she doesn't even have like physical contact with anybody.
Yeah.
You know, she gets groceries outside the main door, and then she walks out and gets the groceries and brings, you know.
Yeah.
I feel for I really do feel for those people that are living on their own, and, you know, whatever. That's why I was asking about the parents. Like, Joe, what's your parent situation?
Both parents are passed. But this is supposed to be heavy. This is supposed to be light.
Okay, sorry.
I'll tell you about the lightness.
Light.
So I went to show some property today to these two sisters, Sister Act.
Yeah.
And they walked up and stuck their hand out, and I shook their hand, and I was like, oh my gosh, we're not supposed to shake hands. And then the other sister stuck her hand out, and I shook her hand. I was like, oh my gosh, we're not supposed to shake hands. And they were like, you know what? We don't care about that. We would rather shake your hands. So, and I'm like, oh, but what do I do with my hand now? I mean, I was like, I want to touch my face, but I can't.
He was walking around.
Face.
He was driving the car like this.
I want to scratch. I want to touch. I want to stick it in my mouth. I don't know what to do. And so.
Oh my God, that's so funny. And you can't be like, where's the disinfectant?
Yes. And, but I did think it was refreshing that they shook my hand. I mean, you know, they weren't freaking out or anything. I mean, most people, who was it I walked up to, and a lady gave me a hug, but this was right at the very beginning. And I was like, and again, you know, I don't think about it until it's already happened. And then you're like, oh, I'm so sorry. And, what I told her was, I guess we're doing this. And she goes, oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot. And
I know.
And it's probably not the wisest thing, but we're both healthy. I mean, whatever. I mean, we're
taking zinc.
I'm not in Ben Taub yet.
Exactly.
We're taking our vitamin C.
Yeah.
We're washing 3 times a day.
Hey, where are they keeping everybody in the Ben Taub?
What?
Is that where they're keeping all the
corona? I have no idea.
We've got 4 days in Houston without anybody passing away, by the way. It's a milestone.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't know
corona.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark Solano, thank you for joining.
Okay, we need to go find dinner.
It's been super fun.
7:39.
Wait. One other. We said San Diego, Carolyn. Let's see who else came on. Haven't seen. Anyways, it's super fun. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you,
Miss Janice.
So you've now become a beautician.
Yeah, the cosmetologist, the realtor cosmetologist.
A realtor, cosmetologist.
Yeah, exactly.
Psychologist and all that stuff.
Yes.
Very good. Well, thanks for coming on. Enjoy your rest of the evening.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Sounds good. Have a good night.
All right.
I guess
See y'all later.
All right, everybody. Thank you, Janice, for coming. That was super fun.
Oh no, we're done.
Oh, we are done?
Yes, it's
Oh, okay.
7:39.
Well, hey, everybody, we just thank you so much for coming online. We appreciate you doing our happy hour with us. Stay strong and stay safe.
It's time to eat dinner.
And
See y'all
we'll see
later.
y'all tomorrow night.
Good night.
Ciao.